So you will not believe what I did today. I delivered a baby. Yeah, on my own. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Kian. I am currently on week 4 out of my 5-week rotation on OBGYN. So first things first, what the heck even is obstetrics and gynecology, also known as OBGYN or OBGYN? Obstetrics is the part of the specialty that deals with childbirth, and gynecology is the branch of the specialty that deals with the female reproductive system. Obstetrics and gynecology was very challenging for me in terms of the sleep schedule. I don't really have a baseline or anything to compare it to, but with OBGYN you're expected to be in the hospital because it's called in-house call. And then on top of that, it's rare that you sleep through the night while on obstetrics, and usually if patients are in labor, you have to check in on them every hour, so you're just getting very fragmented sleep, like 45 minutes here and there, which I personally found it really hard because I was either on call or I was recovering from being on call, and the sleep recovery time really took away from studying and just kind of having my life together in general. Okay, so action item number 1 is to clean this kitchen because it's honestly a mess. This is what happens when you get busy. Another component of obstetrics and gynecology is working in the OR and doing surgeries. I just finished my shift in the OR. OR days are awesome because you start kind of early, but you finish pretty early. It's 2:45 and I'm getting to go home, which is amazing. The procedures were quite repetitive. I found that I saw a lot of C-sections, a lot of hysterectomies, and a lot of D&Cs. It's kind of nice to have repetitive surgeries because you learn and you're able to kind of get more involved with the surgeries as you're able to anticipate what's going to be done. So the first one I just kind of scrubbed in and helped retract, but by the end I was sometimes placing sutures and tying things off. A big highlight of my rotation was I actually got to do a laparoscopic self-injectomy, which is really crazy. Self-injectomy is where you cut out the tubes. It's a sterilization procedure that some people may elect for. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. Today I am on call in labor and delivery. So call shifts are typically about 24 hours, and I say about because they technically start at 7 a.m. in the morning, and then you're free to go after 7 a.m. the next morning, but you're kind of expected to stay if there's stuff going on till about 10 a.m. that morning. But if it's really quiet, it's kind of flexible in terms of when you can go. And then also, although you start at 7 a.m., if you have other duties such as rounding on post-op patients, you should be at the hospital before then to get that work done and out of the way. So it's 1:30, I just took a break for lunch, and now I'm gonna head back down to LDR. Okay, so we have a patient down on the floor who just started to go into the early phases of labor, probably like stage 1 labor. So the plan is to sleep, and then we are gonna check back in with her. Alrighty, this is tonight's call room. We've got a lovely bed, a little bedside table, which I'm actually really excited about, and then our desk over here. If I do have the energy, I really try to wash my face and brush my teeth before going to bed, just to minimize the grossness associated with being on call for 24 hours. Oi! Good morning. Wow, I'm struggling. Got it. Good morning. It is 10 a.m. I am post-call, which means I have the rest of the day off, which is awesome. I do find, like, I'm not too tired. I was up quite a bit last night, maybe got like 4 hours of sleep, but I do find the day after you just have like this adrenaline high and you're able to get lots done, but then the next day you're dead. So it's hard to know whether I should sleep or just like take advantage of the adrenaline high and do some work. I don't know. I'm gonna go home and then decide. I'm having a little post-call treat yourself moment. Hello, so I'm home now. I'm gonna sleep for like an hour maybe. So the next thing I have to deal with is this laundry pile. It is all clean. I promise it's clean clothing. It was all nicely piled up in this basket this morning, and then I had a panicked, frantic search for socks, and now it looks like a small raccoon broke into my house. So we're gonna deal with this. Laundry is now folded, and I can also see my floor. Okay, so it's currently 7:30, and I am just sitting down to do some work. I was really hoping to study a lot more this afternoon, but that didn't happen. I just feel like clerkship is amplifying that good old study guilt and guilt for not being productive. Anyways, I'm gonna go sit down and do some work now. Good morning. Today is Thursday. I'm just having my oatmeal for breakfast. We're in the OR again today, and then I have lectures in the afternoon. So it should be a pretty straightforward day, I think, but we'll see. As you can see, it's pretty dark. I'm a little sad that I'm not gonna be seeing the sun, but that's okay. So we just finished first surgery. I'm grabbing a quick bite to eat in between the next one. Went and saw the patient, read her chart. So yeah, now we're just waiting for them to sort of clean up the room and get set up for the next one. Hello, so it's 12:30. I just got home. We had a morning in the OR. And then yeah, this afternoon I've got 4 hours of pediatric lectures on Zoom. So that's gonna be fun. Well, I just napped for like the last 3 hours. So as you can see, I've been sleeping a lot lately because I feel like I'm just so tired all the time. I don't know if this is how other people in my class are feeling, or if they're just functioning fine. I don't know if this rotation is just particularly rough in terms of like always being awake for most of your night when you're on call. Yep, it's that kind of night. Please don't judge me or judge me. My parents are gonna watch this and they're gonna be so disappointed, but I ran out of food in my fridge and I just didn't have time to go grocery shopping, so you know what, we're having chicken nuggets tonight. Alrighty, so it is 8 p.m. I'm going to finally sit down at my desk and start to study. If you're having a bad day like me and you're like, oh my gosh, I was hoping to start studying like 4 hours ago and I've accomplished nothing, just remind yourself that putting in a little bit of work every day actually has a big effect. So yeah, I'm only gonna study for like an hour or two tonight, but if I do that every night, that's like 14 hours of studying a week and it all adds up. So I just gotta get over myself, sit down, do some work, and stop feeling like the worst med student ever. Okay, so it's just after 10:40. I am going to shower, take some time to do some self-care, head to bed, and then I'll probably just like flip through some Anki cards on my phone while I lay in bed. Okay, so I'm all showered and clean. I'm just reviewing some Anki cards on my phone. I'm gonna do this until my eyeballs can't stay open anymore, and then I'm gonna enjoy a nice sleep. Hello, so I just finished my office day in obstetrics and gynecology. Today was pretty good. I got to take some histories, chat to some patients, and got to do a speculum exam and a pap smear. OBGYN, and I think just typically in the office there isn't like a ton of hands-on things to do, so it was nice to kind of get in there today. Good morning, today is Saturday and I'm on call. So I'm up bright and early and I'm just gonna have breakfast and do my thing. I'm so tired. Yeah, weekends aren't really a thing in clerkship, at least that's been my experience. I usually end up being on call Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So yeah. So today I'm on call for LDR, labor and delivery, which basically means I'm going to be hanging out at the hospital and hopefully delivering some babies vaginally. And then if anything requires a C-section, I'll also be scrubbing into that. I find LDR can kind of be hit or miss. It can be totally busy if lots of people are coming in pre-labor when you start your shift, or the opposite happens and you come in after a whole bunch of people delivered and then it's like super quiet and it's just postpartum rounding that you have to do. So I'm about to head to bed for the night. There's somebody coming in, but they won't be here till midnight. So I'm gonna try and rest until then, and then I'm gonna get up and check on that patient when they arrive. Other than that, today was a very busy day. Usually labor and delivery is like dead all day, and then as soon as you're walking up to head to bed, all these people start pushing and like all these babies start flying out. However, today, the babies came during the day, which was amazing because you get all this hands-on experience. You're not tired, you're happy. It's so much nicer, but very rare. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to head to bed. This is my little call room, and then I'll be up in a few hours. Hello, so it is 1 a.m. I just went to see a patient who came to LDR because she's ruptured her membranes and she's in stage 1 of labor, which can take a very long time. It's the very slow part of labor. So I'm gonna grab a bit more sleep for a few more hours and check back in with her in a bit. However, once she starts pushing and she's fully dilated, that will be the second stage of labor, and that's kind of when all the action happens. Anyways, since she's in that first bit, it's gonna be a while. So I'm gonna take advantage of that, get some rest, and then I think after these next few hours of sleep, I'll be up for the rest of my call shift. Good morning. I'm leaving the hospital. Just finished my call shift. It was very busy. I think I'm just gonna sleep all day. I think I maybe got like 2.5 hours of sleep last night. So yeah, feeling pretty tired. My legs are cramping hardcore. And my pee was so dark today. I didn't have any time to drink water. It was like dark yellowish orange. Alrighty, that was my week in obstetrics and gynecology. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with more rotation specific videos. The next thing I will be on to a week from today will be pediatrics.